Hello, I'm Matt Guff from thehouse.com, and I'm here with Jackie Lammert from GNU 686, 32. Those are kind of like the big ones. Skull Candy, Salt and Stone, a bunch of them. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
So good. Jackie's in Minnesota from Michigan to kind of walk us through the 2018 GNU women's lines. She's traveling with our rep, Greg Fugate, the raddest dude ever.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's good. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Cool. Welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome to the house. Have you been to Minnesota before?
I think I rolled through one time when I was driving across the country. I wanted to eat, so sometimes I'll like pick out some cities and then just like stop there so I don't have to eat like box food.
Yeah.
But I think that's it.
Cool. And how long have you been here now? You've been kind of doing a shop tour, right?
Yeah, like this is the third day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're staying again and then flying out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Did you ever rebook your flight for the 1817 video?
I'm really trying. It was just like poor planning on our part. Like we planned this a while ago and like didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
And then like the first people I talked to, everyone's like, "Cool, so you're gonna be here for the premiere?" And I was like, "No."
Hey, that's
so,
okay.
I don't know.
You can. I'm sure you'll be able to download it or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. If not, I'll have like my own little premiere at my house. We'll make popcorn. Like
invite your friends.
Yeah.
Right.
My 3 friends. Yeah. We'll have my 3 friends that live in Michigan.
Yeah. You grew up in Michigan.
Yeah.
Is that right? Where in Michigan?
So I grew up in Metro Detroit in a town called White Lake.
Okay. Metro Detroit.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
what you said?
Well,
what's that mean?
So like, a lot of people like to be like, I'm from Detroit, but like,
Not
they're
Detroit
not from
proper.
Detroit. Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to claim that I'm from Detroit.
From
like,
the D.
Yeah. Like, I go down there and watch hockey games. Like.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I'm from White Lake. It's like 45 minutes outside of Detroit.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just like a small little town. Not really a whole lot to do there. But yeah, it's cool. Like I grew up there, and then on the weekends, my family would just like pile in the car and we'd go up to Boyne Mountain
Cool.
and like the.
And that's how you got into riding?
Yeah. Well, my parents, when I was like 2. Like got me into skiing. I have like
At 2?
Yeah, well, like the little red skis that you buy from like Kmart, and then
Sure.
like put the snow boots in, and like your kid shuffles around.
Mm-hmm.
My dad played basketball in college, and then learned how to ski later. And when my parents had me and then my sister, my dad was like, "Yo, our kids are not playing basketball." My mom was like,
Really?
"Why?"
Huh.
And he was like, "Because I'm skiing. Like I'm not gonna go to basketball games on the weekend. Like my kids are gonna ski because I want to go skiing." And so like we ended up just loving it, and it wasn't like a battle at all.
Yep.
But yeah, so we just started skiing from a young age, and then like I always thought snowboarding was so cool, and it like took a long time, and it was kind of like a roundabout way to get to snowboarding, but
Yeah, but you did mostly all of it out of Boyne, right?
yeah.
Now is that the place in Michigan that had like its own private half pipe? What was that place?
Oh, that was at Seago. That's close to Boyne.
Otsego Club.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
That's like just about 40 minutes down the road.
That's right, because they used to do like a private private bag jump when that like was first a thing, right?
Yeah, and that whole resort actually is like a club. Like you pay like a lot of money, and then like your whole family gets passes there. So I've never had a pass there, but
Sure.
But yeah, that whole thing is like private. The only time I've ever been there is for like if there was an event or something, and they like let people in then for that. But
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like the Yellowstone Club. You pay a fee, then you can go use a clubhouse and go ski or whatever.
And it's crazy because it's like a hole.
What do you mean?
Otsego is a hole.
Like a valley?
Yeah, like a. Yeah, I wouldn't call it. I wouldn't.
So
go
everything's
so far as to
flat,
say
and then
that.
all of a sudden there's like just like a mine pit or something.
Yeah.
Really?
Exactly. I never knew that, and then we got there, and I'm like, "Where's the hill?" And they're like, "No, you go down." And I'm like, "So you ride the chairlift up last?" Like that seems
That's
so
weird.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
So if you're standing in the parking lot, you're just kind of like looking flat, and you don't see any hills.
There's
it's
nothing.
all down.
Down. Yeah, it's like a little hole.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's
I've always
really
wanted to go there.
Yeah.
Is it still running?
Yeah, they had like some issues a couple years ago where people weren't sure, and then I think a lot of the people that like that usually bought like their family passes there, I think they like, I don't know, put in their own money and so it stayed afloat. I'm not sure what they're doing now. I think it's still open though.
Yeah, but so Boyne Mountain. Now I remember you saying you, when you were a skier, were a really good skier.
Yeah, I was okay.
Yeah.
I was okay.
Yeah, right. Come on.
Yeah, well, I skied for a long time. and like weirdly enough, like wanted to snowboard, and we like met Warren Miller or something at like a book signing, and my dad was like, Warren, I just bought my kids some new ski stuff, and like now they're telling me they want to snowboard, like help me out.
Yeah.
And so Warren was like, well, do you girls like, can you ski down any hill on one ski? And we were like, no. And he's like, well, do you ski race? And we were like, no. And he's like, well, you haven't done any of the fun stuff yet, so like you got to do that, and then if you still at the end of the day want to snowboard, like then you can snowboard. So we're like, okay. So we started ski racing, and we raced for like a while, and we were super into it. And yeah, like it was really funny. I think I blindsided my parents. Like it was a year that like I think it was my freshman year in high school, and we went to states, and like we won states, and then
both you and your sister, or you're like
our team did. My sister was still in middle school, so she wasn't there yet. But our team won states, and like I made like all state, and then like went to Junior Olympics, and then that fall. Like, right as my parents were like, all right, we got to go to the ski shop. Like, we're going to get our new stuff and everything. And I was like, hey, I think I'm going to snowboard.
Yeah.
And they, like, were so confused. But they secretly, I think they, like, knew it was coming.
Okay.
You know? So, but they were super supportive. But they were like, all right, well,
let's do it.
You're going to have to buy your own snowboard stuff. You know? Like, we're not going to just, They did a lot for me in skiing. And I, like, and have always been fully supportive of everything. Yep. So, so it, it was... I think it was cool. I think it was like a cool like rite of passage. Like okay, and it was funny because like a couple of years I had gone to Mount Hood in the summers to go to race camp, and I just would like look at High Cascade and oh, those kids are so cool. Like I wish I could go in there, but I can't. I know I'm not allowed.
You know that like every gate banger that's up there is like looking at Cascade and Wendell's Parks, and they're like, God, I don't want to go to practice. I just want to go rip.
Look at them having so much fun over there.
I know.
Like ski racing was super fun. Like don't get me wrong. Like and I totally understand the fun aspects of it. I just like from such a young age, even when I skied, I was like, cool. If I have to be a skier, like I'm gonna be a skateboarder too. Like
sure.
So like I spent like years just wanting to snowboard so bad, and then when it finally happened, I was just like hyped. Like.
And you got into it, and then you got really good. How do you think you got so good at snowboarding so fast, right?
I don't know. See, like to me, it doesn't seem like it happened fast.
Okay.
Because I wanted everything to happen fast, and nothing was happening fast.
Okay.
You know? And like, so I had a lot of I had like knee issues. In the beginning of when I started snowboarding, like I've had 5 knee surgeries.
Wow, on MCO.
So the first 2 were kind of like a weird thing where. It's just like how I was born. Your kneecap's supposed to be at a degree of 18 to 20, and mine were at like 4.
Okay.
So it's super weird. They just went in. It was when I was like 12 or 13 or something, and they just fixed that on both knees. And then the next 2 surgeries were the one of them. The first one was ACL, MCL, and meniscus.
Those 3.
All 3, yeah.
Jeez.
And then like after surgery. We know the surgeon pretty well. My dad's like kind of friends with him. My dad's had like a lot of knee surgeries, like over 10. So
from being a basketball player.
A lot of it was from he was like a water skier, like a competitive water skier.
Yep.
And that's pretty gnarly on your body. Like you're going so fast.
Water skiing is kind of crazy.
It is. It's gnarly.
It's pretty gnarly looking.
Yeah, I still go out and like I'll pull him in the mornings, like when I'm down, when I'm visiting, and like seriously, the boat is going so fast. Like it's insane. I'll get up. Like I get up like once a year on a slalom ski just to like say, oh, I did it. Like, be proud of me, Dad.
Can you lay it down and like what do they call it, rooster tail?
Yeah. So like get the spray up. I can do like a little spray. My dad like he puts up a
like
wall.
lay up.
He's like
wow.
He's like
Really? Yeah. See that? I think that looks cool, but I don't know if I could maybe do that. Could I do that?
Listen, practice.
Maybe.
It's gnarly. Like slalom skiing's not like been always perceived as like the coolest thing, but like those guys are so insane.
Right. So knee surgery. Your dad had knee surgeries from water skiing, and you knew the guy.
A few from snow skiing and stuff. Yeah. So he kind of like after he went in there, like the reason that just all 3 popped so fast was I had bone growing in like that ACL canal, so it was kind of just like rubbing my ACL. So that's the ACL snapped pretty fast, and then like that's why the other 2 things kind of followed. But
wow.
And then he was kind of like, hey, like your knee's great, but like you're probably gonna tear your other ACL. And then within a year after the 6-month recovery from the first one, I tore my other ACL. And this is all after I started snowboarding. So I was like, oh, I just want to be good at snowboarding so bad.
I see. Okay.
And then I had that happen. And then in one of the knees, the last surgery was just one of the screws was coming out, and you could just like feel it. So I just got it removed, and that was the last
So could you like go in yourself and be like just wiggle around?
I
No.
could feel it. I could definitely
That's
feel
so
it, and
crazy.
it just like hurt because it would like work itself in and then work
Yep.
itself out. So that was kind of
Wow.
irritating.
Yeah.
But
Now, how do you now that you've gone through a couple surgeries, how do you keep yourself healthy? Because you're studying, or you did study, what is it, kinesiology or nutrition science or
so
something?
a lot of that was in there, but my degree is in management of health and fitness.
Management in health and fitness. What does that mean?
So it's basically like I had kinesiology classes, I had exercise phys, I had anatomy,
Yep.
and I had some nutrition classes, but it was more like a degree focused on personal training,
Okay.
like a well-rounded personal training
Yep.
degree. There was a few business classes
Yeah.
in there as well, and
Yep.
I really just got into like training because I was just hurt a bunch, and I knew that the only way that I could ever be a snowboarder was if I like put a
Understand
little
how it
effort
all
into
works.
trying to like
Yeah.
be healthy and be like
Yep.
strong.
Mhm.
And so that was cool. Like college was really fun for me actually. Like learning about all that stuff was really cool.
It's pretty important.
Yeah, I was
You
hyped
know,
on
you
it.
get one body.
Right.
You know, you don't get two.
Right.
It's like might as well just like keep it healthy.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, you try.
Yeah, you try. You know, like living a busy lifestyle is difficult to like eat healthy. You know, especially
Yeah.
when you're on the road, if you're traveling, shooting videos and
That's
stuff.
the
That's gotta be
hardest.
tough. Now, this is the last thing I'm gonna bring up when it talks about injuries.
Yeah.
It's like, so you were shooting a video, right? This is like last January, and you broke your shoulder. You tell me, sorry. What were you doing? How did it happen? And then what was your recovery process like?
So we were just hitting this spot. It was like the perfect night, right? It's like snowing, like super light. We were in like a little snow globe almost.
Yeah.
Like it was really cool.
Yep.
I thought it was like a super mellow spot. It was just this like wooden bench I thought it was a bike rack, but turns out it like holds a garbage can. There's just no garbage can in it. So like the bench was here, and then the little metal thing, the like garbage can holder came like up, and then it went like this and then back down. So I was like hitting the bench and then just kind of doing like a front lip thing on the like the little metal part, and then trying to like avoid the tree at the end or whatever. And
Yep.
I did it like a bunch of times, and I just kept being like, oh, I can do it better, like I had this like, and you always like envision it looking a certain way, and like just a couple like micro things that I wanted to change.
Yep.
And I just like, I don't know if I slipped out. The bench was like angled, so you didn't get on top of it. It was just, so it was really interesting, but I just like slipped out or something, and then like smashed straight into the like metal thing that was like that wide.
Jeez.
And I was going kind of fast, so I smashed into it and like hit my shoulder.
Yep.
Like right away. So my shoulder dislocated, and then basically like all that force just went like through this whole zone. So like I dislocated my shoulder and then fractured my collarbone.
Yeah.
And then fractured the growth plate in my collarbone. And then my collarbone got pushed behind my sternum.
No, I'm sorry.
And then
I don't mean to laugh.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
This is like the usual reaction.
Yeah.
And then I just like whipped back the other way, and I hit my face on the metal part of the bench and like broke this bone in my face.
Come on, you got wrecked.
I got destroyed.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, man, my shoulder has just slipped out and gone back in like for years. Like it's such a common thing.
Yep.
Like so many people have that issue, and I had never fully dislocated it, and I was like, my God, this is what it feels like to dislocate your shoulder.
But it was everything kind of combined.
Yeah. It turned out like I went to a couple doctors, and then finally like had a few, like CT scans or whatever, and then like found out the severity of everything, and then I like it was a rough few like months after that. Because it was just what was good for the shoulder wasn't good for the collarbone, and what was good for the collarbone, vice versa. Like it just
Everything. What's it called? The shoulder girdle?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So that whole zone was just
brutal.
not good.
Yeah, but you've been able to recover. You spent your time at Hood this summer, right?
Yeah.
And how many years have you been at Hood? What have you been doing there?
This was my third summer.
Okay, at Cascade?
High Cascade, yeah.
Okay.
And I work in the kitchen there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And you're kind of a big deal in the kitchen.
Worked my way up.
Worked your way up.
Yeah, so I'm like the lead cook. We have two lead cooks, and one works one shift and one works the other shift.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, High Cascade is the best, and working in the kitchen is secretly the best.
Is the
job I
best.
can.
Is
Yeah.
you really think that's like better than any other opportunity that you could have to work? Like you'd be the cook.
You know what? I would say it totally depends on like what you want to do. Like,
Yeah, that's
there's
true.
some people that like, and this is what makes camp so rad is that like people will be there for different reasons, and like a lot of people they want to come there and they want to be that influence to a kid, and that's like so cool to me that like people want to be there and they want to be like having interactions with the kids all the time.
Yep.
For me, like I really love food. I always have. So going there and cooking is really easy for me. The kitchen crew is awesome. Like some of my best friends are people that are some of my best friends now, and then some of my best friends that I've like got when I first came to camp. Like all have been people that have come through the kitchen, and some other people obviously are like really wonderful at camp as well. But but yeah, like you get to snowboard a lot working in the kitchen.
Now, were you a camper before you worked at Cascade?
I went to camp one time.
Okay.
I like saved up for it and spent all my own money, which is like why I only went once.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
Yep.
And I think it was close actually to 18, which is like
the adult camper.
Like I think like after 18 you do have to
Yep.
go as an adult camper. So I spent one summer out there and it was rad.
You got some good clips this summer, didn't you?
I got a few.
Yeah.
It took me a minute, honestly, after like following this winter, and I've never had something like this, but even like when I got out to Hood this summer, I hadn't really been riding like usual for a while. You know, like I rode around most of the winter just like with a sling on and I just like cruised. And then when I got to Hood, like it was more like the mental battle of trying to not picture myself like dying on like just a simple down rail, and like it would just be the scary. Like I would just like have these like thoughts of the most terrible things happening, and I'm like, I really need to. This has got to go. Yeah. But yeah, like ended up having a ton of fun this summer, and like, you know, just riding every day, and it was rad.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, it was.
And you recently came back to Michigan, right? Are you gonna be based out of Michigan this winter?
I was going to, and then I think now I'm gonna be in Salt Lake.
Boom, van life.
Yeah.
Right.
So I bought a van.
Yes.
With my boyfriend, and he's currently at home doing
making
all of the hard work
while
I am
here. Good. You're like, I'm gonna go to Minnesota for a little bit. Have fun with the van.
I'll see you later. What's the van gonna look like?
It's gonna be done. What happens if it's done when you come back?
I'd be a little sad because like I want to have a part in like the construction. But yeah, super excited about that.
Okay.
So we'll be in Salt Lake, and then we'll use the van. The van's gonna be rad. Like we're gonna have like a wet room / shower and like full bed, like elevated bed with all of our stuff underneath, a full kitchen, like room to stretch. It's gonna be sick.
Awesome.
So then whenever we're not in Salt Lake, we're gonna just kind of take the van and like go wherever. Like we don't really have much of a plan other than just to like film.
Right. There's a lot of people that are like moving to Salt Lake now from the industry.
It seems like it.
It seems like it. You know, Benny was just in here like a week or two ago, and he's like, I'm moving to Salt Lake because that's where everyone's moving. I was like, and you're going. It's like, wow. Well, I guess that's the new spot.
You know, I feel like it's been the spot for a while. Like so many of my friends.
Right. Jesse and Ashley were there for a while. Yeah. Right. Yep. There's a lot of people.
Yeah, my friend Nirvana's been trying to get me to move out there for. It's probably been like 3 years now that she's like, you have to go, and I've always been like, I don't have to go. And now I'm like, okay, I'll go. Yeah. So it'll be really fun, I think. Yeah. Just to be there with everyone, like that's huge.
Right. Are you gonna try to shoot when you're out there too?
Yeah. I think just trying to film wherever I'm at.
Cool.
I know Salt Lake. I guess I don't really know a whole lot about Salt Lake. I just know like Nerve loves it there. Like a lot of my other friends love it there. And, I'm definitely gonna come back to Michigan and film. I'm coming back for Christmas because
family.
I love my family, and my sister would probably kill me if I didn't come back for Christmas. But so I'll be here for Christmas. I'm hoping there's gonna be like lots of snow because there's a lot of spots. I've pretty much worked a lot of like the upstate areas for filming. So like when I was in college, I filmed in Marquette for a few years, and then that's like where I started filming. Yep. And then now since I've lived around like the Petoskey area, I film there, and then
with Harrington.
Yeah, with Mike. Yeah.
And then was that Jetpack? Did he do Jetpack, or did Jetpack's the women only kind of thing, right?
So I think it started off kind of like it was just a bunch of us girls, which I was lucky enough. I didn't know any of those girls. Okay. One of the girls reached out to me on Instagram, like after one of my parts came out. Who's that? Isabella
Gomez? Oh no.
No, Isabella Gomez is really cool too, though. I just met her this summer. But Isabella Borriello reached out over Instagram. Yep. And that's actually how she came out to Michigan. She was like, yo, I want to film. Can I come stay with you? And like we didn't know each other, you know. And I was like, absolutely. So she came, and she was amazing. And yeah, pretty much she was like, we're doing this thing. It's just a bunch of us girls. Like we're all filming. We're trying to make something. And like, do you want to be a part of it? And like, obviously the answer is yes. And then when she was there, she just kept sending videos of me and my boyfriend just cooking because she worked in the kitchen. She was a lead cook in the kitchen at High Cascade for like, she worked there for like 4 years, I think.
Yeah.
3 or 4 years. And she just kept sending videos of us cooking to her boss and was like, yo, you got to hire these people.
Because you knew what you were doing. You know,
Exactly.
you're making stuff look good.
Yeah. And then that's how we got the job at High Cascade.
So you didn't even have to send a resume, or I'm sure you had to go through the application process.
Yeah, exactly. No, we just...
So that's a key. That's a key. If you want to get a job at Cascade, just have your friends who work there send videos of you doing whatever the job's going to be.
Just do the thing. And do it very well, and then they can't say no to you.
That's a great idea. Yeah. That's a super good idea.
So it was awesome. It like happened so, because you know, you're sitting, like I never would have thought, like, oh, I'm going to try to get a job at High Cascade. Like, that just wasn't even ever on my radar. Like, I didn't think it was ever
Didn't
possible.
even think it.
No, it's just this dream world that you just like, that I just thought I could never access.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden I'm like living the dream.
A couple years later, you're like elite level cook.
Yeah.
That's cool. And it's funny that you say that too, because like, so many people think like, it sounds so cool and so far-fetched, you know, like I won't be able to do that.
Right.
But it's so true. You can. Like I've got so many kids that I've like kind of ridden with growing up, and so many kids that I kind of like ride with now that are like, God, how do I get a job? It's like, well, apply. You can use me as a reference or whatever. Yeah. And then they get a job. They do a really good job, you know, while they're there, and they come back and it's like the best time ever.
Yeah.
You know, it is like being an employee at Cascade or Wendell's is like so dope, so much fun. It's amazing. Yeah.
There's like nothing. I don't know. I just remember the feeling that I used to have when I didn't snowboard all summer long.
Yeah.
And it like, you know when you like want to do something so bad it like hurts you almost?
Yeah.
Like,
yep.
I just remember, and it's crazy, but like now I like somewhat get that feeling. You know, right now, like I really want to go snowboarding. I think I share that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like everyone, but I can't even imagine how bad. Like I just think back to the days when I used to like just mob down a hill on my skateboard because and I was like, oh, it's fall, you know, so you're like, oh, it's cold out, like it feels like snowboarding.
Yeah.
But
like it does right now. It feels it's nice and cool.
This is like the time of year where everyone's like, "Oh, I'm so excited!"
Gosh,
I literally cannot wait to go snowboarding.
Yeah, this is the first summer since 2004 that I haven't gone to Hood in the summer.
How'd it feel?
Brutal.
Oh God, I bet.
It was brutal. Like move. There's a bunch of stuff that my girlfriend and I were doing, moving, and we just weren't able to get out there.
Yeah.
But I was like, getting that itch. That itch is like. And when this time comes, when all the gear comes out, it's like,
you're ready.
Want to ride?
Yeah, I bet.
Right. Now, what brands are you on again? You're at the big ones are kind of like, they're all big because they help you do what you do. Yeah. But it's GNU 32 and 686, right?
Yeah.
What decks are you riding?
So I actually ride these two behind us. I started off on the Be Nice.
Okay.
And then the Chromatic was new this year, and I started riding that.
Sure.
I started riding that one because the Be Nice, both of them are ASIM now. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I kind of just like the feel of that, like, simple, non-ASIM type thing. I don't know if it's related to, like, my knees, but I feel like I can feel it super heavily.
I bet.
So, yeah, I switched to the Chromatic, and then the Gloss is also new. Yeah. And both of these boards are so rad. Like, they cover, like, everything that I need.
Sure.
Like, the Chromatic is like super light, super playful.
Yep.
An amazing like rail board. Jumps are great on it. Like I rode this one all summer actually, and it was.
You did.
Yeah, and it was awesome.
Good in slush.
Yeah, it was
and
great.
hardpack in the morning.
No, yeah, it was absolutely like, you know, like did a couple Palmer points on it, and it held up, which is like kind of crazy because you're mobbing, you know, and like the fastest I've ever gone on my snowboard. I'm like
on that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, which was like crazy because it is super super playful. So you'd think maybe it like wouldn't hold up.
Yep.
But it definitely does. And then the Gloss. I started riding the Gloss this winter. That's the board that I just like mobbed around on when I just like had a sling, and it was awesome. Like straight out the package, like didn't do anything to the edges or anything. Like just, and Michigan's like similar to here. It's just really cold and icy.
Hard pack.
Yeah. So
just bulletproof.
Yeah. So I just like made a bunch of turns on that, and then when I ended up like getting back to hitting rails and stuff, I was super impressed at like how much I liked that.
Yeah.
Hitting rails and.
Are you gonna shoot with that this winter?
I think I'm torn.
Yeah.
I'm really torn, but I think I am. Probably.
All right.
Yeah.
For at least big mountain stuff. If you're in Utah, hitting fresh.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't even know what size snowboard I'm gonna ride when doing.
68.
Like I don't
just
even
go big.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. What size do you normally ride?
42 or 43.
42.
But you know what?
Or
I think
44.
I need to maybe ride a little bit of a bigger snowboard.
Yeah.
Sometimes like when
72.
I'm hitting like jumps or something, like it's a little like squirrely. You know, I can't
Oh,
always.
sure.
So I think if I rode something a little bit bigger. I mean, I like small stuff a lot.
It's
when I'm,
easy.
like, hitting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You just can whip it right around and do whatever. But
Yep.
I think, I think maybe like a 44 or something.
Right. And then you're on bent metal too, right?
Yeah.
Bent metal. And do they make a women's binding?
They
Or-
do, and
they
it's amazing.
do.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's similar to the Logic.
Okay.
I think in
Which is the
Flex.
freestyle one, right?
Yeah. So
Yep.
it's honestly they're amazing. Like, and I rode quite a few other pairs of bindings in years prior, and
Yep.
when I like hopped on the bent metals, I've always been super skeptical to like change bindings because they're such
Yeah.
like they're a huge thing to change. for me.
Huge. That's
Like,
a big deal.
yeah, even more so than like a board for me for some reason.
Yeah.
And like I always hated breaking them in. That's like the worst part.
Sure.
And I kid you not, I got the bent metals and I put them on, and the first day they felt like my other bindings that I'd worn for 3 months.
They just felt nice.
Yeah, and then I haven't really had an issue with them like I've switched bindings, and like
Yep.
I used to hate doing that because when you switched them, there was it's the same binding, right? But like
Yeah.
they were so different, they felt so different. I
Yeah.
haven't had that with bent metals. Like
Cool.
I put them on, and the first day feels like the last day I ride them, and then I switch to a new pair, and it feels like
The same.
thing, which
Cool.
is like the coolest thing.
Right. And then 32 boots.
Yeah.
What do you ride for 32?
I have lashed right now.
The lashed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sarah rides the lashed.
Yeah. I've had a few pairs, and I feel like sometimes I'll stray from the lash and be like, ooh, I really like this, and then I always find myself coming back
Yeah.
because you can't go wrong.
You're right.
You know?
What do you do to break in your boots? Do you do anything? You heat mold them, run them over with your car. What do you do?
So I do heat mold them.
Yep.
I'm a procrastinator, so sometimes they'll really hurt my feet for like 2 weeks, and then I'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, I really gotta go heat mold these.
Yeah.
But,
Sure.
I work in the train park, so
Okay.
like just stomping around
At
like
Boeing.
all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wear my new boots, and then you just like
Right.
stomp around all day, like preseason when you're building stuff, and then
Yep.
you don't really notice it. They break in pretty quick.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Gosh, boy, I'm so glad that you're here.
Yeah,
You
thank
know,
you so
really,
much.
thanks for swinging in and
Yeah.
walking us through stuff. She's an absolute ripper. Make sure to check out what's your Instagram?
Ooh, so it's
Oh gosh, it's
my
a tough
full
one.
name. It's
Yeah,
Jacqueline Lammert, but it's
We'll link it down below.
Yeah, the spelling
Yeah.
is horrendous. I should
Yeah.
really change it probably.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Make sure to give her a follow on Instagram. You're getting up there in some followers.
I'm trying.
You can get to 10K before
That would be rad.
January.
Help me out, you guys.
Yeah, help her out. We just broke 25,000 subscribers on our channel here, which
Good
is
for you guys.
pretty tight.
That's
yeah,
rad.
that's awesome. Thank you for being
Yeah,
here.
thank you so much.
You're welcome, and thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment for Jackie. Again, thank you guys really from the bottom of my heart for subscribing to the channel and watching all these interviews. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're going to do more interviews like this, kind of dive deeper into some products and have some other influential people from the industry here at thehouse.com. See you guys around. Peace.